Good morning, Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. I'm so excited to be here today with Teri Angel and Deb Goldberg, and we are going to be doing a silent meditation. What that means for you is that you will be watching a picture that Deb's got up and listening to some beautiful music. Join us in meditating in your own way. We will be meditating off screen, and after about 20-25 minutes, we'll come back on and share with you what we experienced. We're glad you're here. So, Deb, are you ready to share with us some music?
Sure.
Okay. We'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back. Got everybody back with us. Nice. So this was an interesting meditation. I don't know what you all experienced at home, but we got to spend time with the violet flame. Now, the violet flame is newer to me than it is to Deb and Teri, so I'm going to let them share a little bit about that. But what we were asked to do was to provide more information about the violet flame and Saint Germain and Lady Portia on Enlightened World Network. So we'll be sharing more information out about that. But for now, let's hear a little bit about the violet flame. Deb, Teri, who wants to start?
Well, I can start. I've worked with the violet flame quite a bit in my life. The violet ray is the seventh ray. There are 7 rays that are predominant in our world, and there's different ascended masters and angels that work with them. So the violet flame comes through from Saint Germain. Saint Germain is an ascended master, and we have learned over the years invocations to bring forth that violet flame into our lives and to work with it. And what I mean by that is if there are things that you recognize in your life to work on, maybe there's something that needs to be released, like anger or sadness or whatever it is that is your struggle or your challenge you're working on, you can call in the violet flame, and Saint Germain appears to you as an energy to help you with removing that and with being the most pure being you can be in this human body. So the invocation is, I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am the violet flame in me, burning out of purity. So the more we get into that energy of being our true spiritual self, we're going to really connect more with spirit. And then every time we see something that comes up for us to work on, we call in that flame to help us to transmute the energy, transmute from that low vibration into God's love and light. And that's what the violet flame does for me as I've worked with it over the years. And you can say that invocation at any time. It's an instantaneous connection with Saint Germain and the flame.
Beautiful. Thank you. Deb, what about you? What experiences have you had?
Oh, it was probably a few years ago where all of a sudden Saint Germain came into my meditation, and I spent some time with him, and it was all about understanding the purity of who we are. And we were sitting at a table, and all of a sudden, like this big violet flame was in the middle of the table, and he asked me to put myself in the flame, and went through a process of cleansing, of understanding the purity of myself, and for really, yeah, for everybody, not just me, but that the flame itself was purity, and that you were one with it, and whatever you thought was things that were not pure about yourself, that would be burnt off, cleansed. I mean, it's not actually a fire. It's a light. It's a flame of. It's a light flame, however you want to see that. It's just purple light, and but it can look like a fire, and so it was a beautiful experience. Actually, I was just trying to look at some of my notes from years ago, what I wrote down, because I there was so much going on in my meditation that I wasn't able to write everything, and I did make some remarks about it, but I haven't come across it in these few minutes. But it's a beautiful energy, and it's a beautiful reminder of how pure you are and your innocence, and to use that flame whenever you feel like you need to remember to step back into that purity again.
And so how does somebody access that flame if they have not worked with this energy before?
Interesting. Well, it's kind of weird for me. It just shows up in my meditation. Like all of a sudden I see this and I see them dressed a certain way and wearing certain colors and facial features and hair color, everything. And so for me, they pop in. I know though, at times I have invited spirit in different forms, like King Solomon. And I wanted to spend time with King Solomon. So I just kept thinking about King Solomon, and then I wanted to spend time with him. And then all of a sudden he showed up out of the blue in one of my meditations, knowing that I was calling him in.
What does King Solomon have to do with the purple flame, the violet flame?
He doesn't. It's something different. He was here to teach me some other information about myself.
Okay.
And so what I have found is that a different guide shows up with for different messages for you. And as one steps back, one becomes more prominent for me. And so Jesus introduced me to my first guides of who was to show up. So that's how that worked for me. Jesus just said, "Hey, I want you to meet Michael," and brought Michael to me, and then Gabriel, and so he brought John the Baptist, and so and then as I started to spend time with people, and I recognized that they were spending time with maybe Raphael or somebody else, and I thought, that might be interesting to spend time with that energy. And so it was really just me thinking about it and saying I want to invite this energy in, for whatever purpose it might have for me.
Got it. Okay. And Teri, how, if somebody hasn't worked with this energy before, how would you encourage them to invite it in?
Ask. We can ask any of the ascended masters, any of the angels, God, anything that we want to get closer to and get more knowledge of. You just ask. And once you're aware of their existence, then it makes it easier to sit in meditation time and say, I would really love to have this experience with Saint Germain. I would really love to feel that violet flame. And as Deb said, it's not a fire, it is energy. It's pure energy that appears in a violet color as it swirls around you, but you actually feel that energy removing anything that you are giving into it, that you're saying, take this, take my anger, take my sadness, whatever is to be transmuted. So to me, knowledge is power. So the more you research, the more you find out about the ways that you can invite these beings in to help you in this human experience, the more closer you're going to get and have that knowingness that they are there. And use the invocation, that I read out loud. You can read that at any time. You can call Saint Germain. You can call Jesus to come in to be more close to you. Any of the masters, our spirit guides, God, any of them. Just invite them in. That's all it takes, is that openness and that willingness to have them in your life.
Beautiful. Thank you. So we're going to close for today. However, if you all stay on Enlightened World Network, we're going to be back in about 20 minutes, and we're going to have Come to the Table, which is an opportunity for us just to chat really about our own spiritual development and where it's brought us and what that journey's been like. We would love to have you. So be watching out for that. And for those of you that are going to go enjoy your Father's Day, know that we love you. We're so glad you're here with us, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So thank you.